Hey everybody, 3D Icicle Freeze here. In the last episode, we fought a little bit more for Lubu, and we saw that Steak made that video shorter. In this episode, I kind of just wanted to go into the archives and show you guys something I totally forgot to show you. If you go to Gallery, and then you go to Wallpaper, you can actually unlock Wallpaper, and then you can, of course, set it when you lock it. So, like, as you guys may have noticed, I have this in the loading screen. And I totally forgot to mention that. I mean, as you can now tell, Guan Yu is one of, like, my favorite characters. And you can actually unlock these if you go to get bonuses and then you go to Wallpaper. And then here you go. You can unlock them with these bonus points. You unlock bonus points by playing various, Empire modes and winning and whatnot. Also, you do get these bonuses by doing these objectives each time. So, that's pretty much how you do it. And as you can see, I have a lot of objectives done. In fact, I'm only missing 3. Win a battle after executing a surprise attack, which I will be showing you guys how to do, but probably not in this video. Then there's Lumong returns from special training. That's just a matter of an event that I have yet to do. So, excuse me, there's 4. Complete a battle with fewer than 100 kills and let your allies defeat the enemy commander. Oh, well, that's not that hard. Complete an invasion alone on Master or Chaos difficulty. So I could easily do all 4 of those. In fact, actually, that's probably the last achievement I have. In fact, I could show you guys. If I go to achievements, and I go to Dynasty Warriors 8, no, not Dynasty Warriors 8, Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires, I'm only missing 1 achievement. So, I guess this was another good time to show you guys the achievements you can earn. You can get 15 gamer score for every character you play. Just in one battle. You just have to use them for one battle. So, it's this game is really good for getting achievements in case you're, like, an achievement junkie. And then you get 30 for completing one of the scenarios, which doesn't take long if you put your mind to it. And then there's the secret. This is a secret achievement. Unlock it to find out more about it. I don't know how that makes sense, but yes. And then, of course, cleared by completing a battle as a custom character. So there's many achievements. And then cleared by reaching the end of all scenarios. That's the 91. So I'm missing 1 more. And you know what? I really could look up what the secret achievement is, but I would assume that it's, get all objectives or something like that. So, I should really try and do that. But I just wanted to let you guys know, and then here in bonuses you can get outfits, as I've, like, showed you guys before, you can change the outfits, and that's where you get them. So I just wanted to make that very clear. So we're going to continue in Empire mode. Jake, strategy hard. Well, that's just, the strategy is just where we are at the very moment. But I think this is going to be a very important episode because I'm actually going to decide, I'm going to rise up and, try to become a, like a conqueror. I'm going to beat the game, where I rule it. So I'm going to step down.
Things just aren't going my way. I must continue my studies elsewhere.
You have stepped down and left Lubu's service because Lubu does not have what it takes. Oh, and what do you know? As soon as we leave, he gets invaded. So, now, on any difficulty, I think this would be the smartest thing to do. Move, obviously. Well, you don't have to move. I'm going to move here to Chengdu because they have store and training, and those are nice compared to Liuyang, who has just the store. I'd also rather go here because they only have 1 piece of land, and believe it or not, I know it seems very, like, a simple concept or obvious, but they're actually a lot weaker than, Sun Ce, who has, like, all that red land. Lubu is a little spread out, but he has a lot. The only reason I didn't want to go after Liu Bei is because, well, secretly, Liu Bei is one of my favorite characters. And, despite that, he has probably some good generals. In fact, I'll go to region info and check right now. Liu Bei, Zhang Fei, Zhou Tai. So, I mean, he's got 3 generals I wouldn't want to have to battle against. And they have a lot, too. Like, whereas Liu Zhang doesn't have any... Oh, well, he has Yu Ying. but, you know, I don't think... That's only one character, so... Seize power, invasion.
We can't take living like this anymore. We beg of you, please overthrow our ruler. Very well. I shall do it for the people.
You have risen up to challenge the ruler of Chengdu. Alright, let's rock and roll. And now with our friends, and as you can see, we have a few bases, which is actually really nice. Still have yet to get a horse, but, you know, we'll get there. Default. I'll do, let's see. You know, it's sad. I've showed you guys so many different songs. I'm not even... I'm sure I've showed you this song already, so I'm not gonna like be quiet in the beginning. But alright. So let's see. Zhang Ren is the guy we have to look out for. He has disappeared. So, as we know, people who disappear go to whatever you call it. They go to supply bases. There's the supply base. Okay. I want you there, and I want you here. Good. I want to defend these bases as best possible. Alright, so anyway, your smartest move is that if you have 3 friends to help you, definitely have them defend 3 very important bases. So that would be the main camp, and everything like that. You know what, honestly, if you really want to, you don't even have to have them defend the main camp. You can just have them defend, like, 3 other bases if you want, because you know what, they're not going to be seeing too much action if they defend the main camp. Especially, you know, I'm going to be going in and defeating lots of generals and whatnot, and even this, you know, there's going to be a guy coming up here. There's Zhang Ran, so we already stopped the, you know. Ooh, these guys are actually pretty tough, I have to say. Now, as you guys know, it is more difficult to take over, like, this battle is particularly difficult. No matter what difficulty you're on. They always make it more difficult when you try and seize power. So you want to be careful about that, especially if you have the, you know, the weapon attachment where it's like, weapon attachment, I feel like I'm talking about Call of Duty. But no, you know, the weapon attachment where it's like, attack increases greatly, but defense decreases significantly. So you got to be careful if you have something like that. Alright, boom. Let's do this. You know, honestly, for this being on hard difficulty, really not that bad. Anyway, you know, it really isn't. Alright, so let's see. I see 2 generals going to the... Oh, right now, I'm looking at the, Oh, there's Yu Ying, who's about to get KO'd. There we go. Before I was looking, actually a general went to the southwest base, but then just decided to leave. So that was good. I love playing this music and stuff, especially when I'm like doing, like when I'm like, I don't know, epically fighting in battle. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird that way. I mean, I guess it's also pretty weird to have a 17-year-old kid commentate to himself while playing video games, but oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna climb up here and make it over. Alright, so now that we are the ruler, there's a few different things. Of course, you guys know me, explaining every little thing possible. What's it called? We can actually, you know, well, first of all, we can now capture enemy officers, which is really cool. So then we can either have them join our side, or we can... It's weird. It's like you could sell them back. Well, here's what I hated and liked. I really liked that in Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires, you could actually execute people. And I say that in the least dark, twisted way possible. Here, we got the main camp ready. Oh, something's not linked here. Let's see. So that's nice. It tells you when it's not linked. In fact, I see the base that we need to go to. It'll sit... Well, that's something I should have explained quite a while ago. But yes, if it's not, you know, if your main camp isn't linked to their main camp, then you can't take it over. So there's really no point. Well, not that there's no point, but you have to make sure that all your bases are correct. That's why it's nice having an army. As, you know, once we get more officers, we'll be able to obviously command more people. And what I was trying to say before is it's really annoying how in this game you can't execute people, and it's just kind of nice because only because it kind of like gets those officers out of your way. Like there were many times I executed the officers that were the most difficult to me, but you know, you can sell them back for gold. Like you take them as like a prisoner, and I guess they pay gold to like take them back. So and then how to command soldiers very easily, we're going to get to when we can actually do that. For this, you know, one episode, or really this one battle, I should say, we can't do that. But I'm sure in the next battle, well, I'm definitely sure in the next battle we'll be able to. So I'll show you guys how to do that. You know, because I know it's kind of, I don't really think it's a hassle, but people might find it annoying how you have to go to start, go to orders, and then order what you want that person to do. You know, when there's a much easier way, so I'll definitely be showing you guys that. Alright. I don't know why I just did that. That was actually a misclick by accident, but oh well. Oh well, I'd be very surprised if I lost this battle. I really would be. By the way, I should have mentioned this a little while ago too. If you're ever unsure about, you know, winning a battle, but you just want to try and defeat the main officer, or, you know, the general, commander. Oh, nice. You can actually do like an interim save, and like, you know, you could save right now and then come back a million times until you win. So that's always if you know, you don't feel comfortable and you don't want to lose and then have to start everything over. I understand your pain, believe me. I hate to say it, but I am guilty of doing this. Alright, so we're probably about to win it right there. Alright, and we now control Chengdu. Alright, nice. That was a very successful invasion. I have to say, no problems. Usually I lose like officers very quickly. And our color is yellow! And Lu Bu succeeded. Okay, a lot just happened there actually. Oh, in fact. Okay. When you become a ruler, people will roam, you know, around. So basically, because there are many generals right now that are not enlisted in anyone's armies, but they're, you know, they're waiting at the moment. So, you know, and then, okay, so here's where the cards come in. Oh my god, there's so much explaining, I'm getting overwhelmed. Okay, there are cards, or otherwise known as resources. Well, okay, here I better explain. Your funds now become a lot more important, as now you can use them on your other generals, as well as yourself, as well as it's important to use it for, like, your general, you know, for your cards as well. Now, every third month, I believe, October being one of those 3 months, you get a card that has it's either 2, I think the minimum is 2, possibly. You know, no, let me restart that. You will get, oh my god, I'm messing up again. Like that one episode where I just kept messing up. Well, I'm messing up again anyway. But, let me rephrase this. Every 3 months, October being one of those months, you can actually choose a card that will help you, that will usually be effective for 3 months. And then, of course, there are cards you can use right before battle. And then there's sometimes you could just use cards like this. This month, cards will, with a resource cost of 3 or higher, will be reduced in cost by 2, which is really nice. But of course, as you can see, all these only cost 1 resource, so that card wouldn't help me. High Spirits. Slightly increase players' attack this month when invading. You know, these are really good, and as you can see, this is where gold can be useful. When invading this month, slightly increased players' attack. Troops will be restored after battle. That's really nice. Costs 700 gold, though, so you get all this, and you use a resource, but it also costs gold, too. As you can see, we have our troops in the bottom right corner, 78,000. We only have 2 resources, so I'm going to say increase resources by 3 at the start of the following month. That's really nice. And that's really the only good card. And there are many different cards with many different abilities and whatnot. So it's really awesome. But here it says, you have drawn a card. It will be available under cards for this month only. Increase the chance of a one-on-one duel occurring in this month when invading. Now, duels are very rare. I'm hoping I'll get to show it off. But, as you can see, now look at our resources. We had 5, and now look, I can use literally all of them. Now, I don't have that much money, but oh well. Personally, I think my smartest choice of action would be to invade Sun Tzu in order to get a little bit of ground, I guess you could say. And then not only that, but his army is really large, so I'd like to kind of reduce it a little bit. So now that we're, now that we're the ruler, we have just a few things, well, a few things opened up to us, which is nice, and I'm about to show you guys. I just want to get this, the open commentary, started. Let's see. Disappeared, okay. Alright, well, I'm assuming, actually, I'm almost 100% sure Gonding's going to be coming this way. By the way, you want to be careful with Gonding, because I have seen Gonding on a horse before, I'm 100% sure. So as you can see, with all those buffs, I one-shotted Lu Su and I two-shotted Gonding. Also, when you are a ruler, you get more experience. So, that's something to be, to be noted as well. It's also really nice because if you have a very weak general, you can use him in the battle, and then you get more XP. See how now I get 100 XP pots instead of 50. Really, really nice. So, we have yet to capture an enemy officer. That might take a little bit. By the way, you have a better chance of capturing an enemy officer if they're in your base. So the closer they are to your bases, you have a better chance. Now, I was telling you guys, holy crap. You have a... Okay. What I was trying to explain before, there's an easier way to command troops, instead of clicking start. On your Xbox controller, or I guess PlayStation, because that'll work too, you have the, of course you have like your analog stick, but then there's the D-pad right below the left analog stick. What you're going to want to do is, because there's a few different commands, there's, well, of course, 4. If you click the left, you will concentrate on the defense, and all generals will immediately stop what they're doing and go to return to a base. If you click up, you will attack. If you click right, and last but not least, if you click down, okay, that didn't work that time. If there's another option, oh, I didn't click that. That's something I want to actually note to you guys that, I don't know why, this might be just a glitch with the overall game, but for some reason, sometimes it misclicks, even though I clearly didn't click a second time. There's another option where it says, do what you want, so then they do what they want to do, so I'm going to say, instead of gather here, I'm just going to have them attack, and I saw that Shu Hong was in trouble, so I'd like to go save him. Boom! Come here, Ma Chao. Okay. As you see, we caught Ma Chao, so now Ma Chao is captured. In fact, I was really happy. In fact, it's really kind of ironic because that was the whole reason I actually decided to do this battle, because I was hoping I could capture Ma Chao as like a general. And sure enough, we captured him. So that was great. In fact, I've never actually even seen that, like, that little, like, his being captured, line. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so we gotta go help, we gotta go help these guys down here. There's a lot of generals over here. Let's see, or at least it looks like this. Oh my god, look at this guy. He's like a one-shot. He is a one-shot. Alright, and then there's another guy. Chung Pu is somewhere around here. Alright. Where are you, Chung Pu? There you are, right behind me. By the way, you can capture enemy officers if they're in, like, if you're in one of their bases. I think it's just extremely rare. So I just want that to be a note. You can capture enemy officers anywhere on the field. It's just, it's easier when they're by your base. Or really, you have a better chance. Nice. Okay, we're gonna capture this armory. Alright. As you can see, we look like a conqueror. We look like a badass conqueror.
Nice job.
Okay. Alright, wow, there's only gonna be one enemy base left. Wow. Because the main camp is to the south. Alright, and this is a supply base? Yep. Okay, cool. Boom! So yeah, I really just figured I would do this because I already showed you guys, you know, the mercenary work, and I showed you guys a really good... I pretty much showed you everything you do as a general. I mean, of course, there was probably a few missions and stuff that I really should have shown, but I did explain all the benefits you get from actually, you know, doing those missions and whatnot. So I think it's fair to say that I did a pretty good job with the general stage, and I figured, you know, I want to make this more interesting, and I'd also like to complete the game much faster. So, you know, because my summer is only so limited, and of course, you know, if enough people want, I'll definitely make Let's Plays during the school year. I'm gonna be a senior, so I really don't have any important classes, honestly. But, what's it called? So yeah, so I mean, you know, my summer's only so long, so I'd really like to maybe not complete another walkthrough in the summer as much as I'd like to. I feel like that's a little bit of a difficult goal to live up to, but I would like to, at the very least, get, you know, in a good position for my second one. Because I do have a good idea of what I want my second walkthrough to be. But at the same time, if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments, because if I can obtain the game, well, of course, I'd be, you know, happy to, you know, let's play what you guys want, if you guys have any suggestions. Of course, you know, you just have to give me some time, because, of course, I have to, you know, obviously look up notes. I have to play the game and see if I like it. So, yeah. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. But I have a good idea of what I want to do next, but I want to make sure you know, the few of you that I have decide to stick around. So I don't want to make something that you're not going to be interested in. So, alright, nice. As you can see, we get a lot of gems. And I would like to actually recruit Macho.
You did very well out there. I knew I could count on you.
Now, when you become a ruler, you can actually propose an oath after a battle. That's actually now a new option, so I'm going to say yes.
You wish a pact with me? I hope you are prepared to uphold your side of the bargain. Remember these words. There can be only one true ruler of this land. We shall strike down all who resist.
Oh, you know what that means. We can't advocate for the Emperor, as much as I'd like to. In fact, I was going to, but Shahudun makes a good point. There is only one true ruler, and that is me, so I will not advocate for the Emperor when the time comes.
Hear ye, hear ye! The Imperial coffers are in need of emergency funds. You are to send an offering immediately.
So it's either do I follow what this guy says? Wait, so it's either I take Shahudun's advice and say no, and I become my own ruler, and pretty much I become the Emperor, or do I not listen to him and I decide to advocate for the Emperor? I'm actually going to advocate for the Emperor because there's a lot of cool things that can happen when you do
The
that.
Emperor will be pleased.
So, contributed to the Imperial Court. Funds have been depleted by 1,755. Thank you, Hojun. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. And of course, we're going to be going over the many differences that there is, you know, to saying yes and no to that scene that just came up. But I think it's a good time to end off this episode because I've been recording for quite some time. Because it's very, like, repetitive to keep on invading, and really nothing's gonna change, I'm gonna do what I told you guys before. I'm gonna record when I get to the very last, like, chunk of land, you know, that the enemy owns. And I'm gonna record that battle of me taking over, you know, their land. Now, I'm not gonna be recording me taking over all their land. Like, when I finish off Sun Ce, I'm gonna record me taking over his last piece of land, not, you know, the next 5 battles I have with him. Because it really does just get repetitive. But of course, as always, you know, I'm gonna be explaining lots of things. I really just, I don't want it to get repetitive, because we have quite a bit of, you know, we have a few more battles to go to. And then if people try invading me, then there's a few more defenses. And really, honestly, everything I've showed you guys, it doesn't change that much from here. It kind of, you know, nothing really changes so much. So, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching, and in the next episode, I'm really just going to show you guys where I'm at, and we're probably going to be, you know, invading someone and finishing their army off, alright? See you guys then.